My name is Daryl Lyons, and I'm a nurse at Palo Verde Generating Station. November 16th, 2018 started off as a normal day. As I was driving home on Siloam Highway, I came across people running across the road, and I knew there was an accident. When I came up to the scene, there was a man next to a motorcycle. I started to figure out what we needed to do right away, because the man was bleeding very badly and was going to be in serious trouble unless we did something. So once I had my helpers working, I had someone at the head, I had someone on the phone, I went back to the leg. And looking in my bag, I knew I didn't have a tourniquet. I knew I had something that might work, but it wasn't the best. Out of the side of my vision, I see this belt, and a man said, "Can you use this?" And I said, "Yes," and I took it. And it was the perfect belt. I was able to use that belt and cinch it down. Once that was done, I looked up and I asked what time it was. And a woman said, "It's 5:58. And that is the time that we stabilized, and I believe that he started to turn around and at least had a fighting chance. The amount of blood he was losing was very severe, and even though the ambulance was on his way, I don't feel that he would have survived during that time without the intervention of a tourniquet. Having people step into a frightening situation to help someone else is what we're all called to do. You never know what your role is going to be. Even though I may have been the person who knew the most about what was going on, I had a handful of people who were willing and ready to help me. And without being trained and without knowing what the outcome was going to be, they were all willing to help this stranger. It's the greatest honor to be able to do that. We were able to turn a very scary situation into a life-saving act, and it took multiple people who were all acting as good Samaritans. I'm very excited to be meeting Jeff under very different circumstances, and I'm just so grateful that he is here and that people were there. I'm very humbled and grateful to be accepting the American Red Cross Good Samaritan Award, but there were several Good Samaritans that day, and I accept this on behalf of all of them. It is so heartening to know that there are people out there who are willing to step into a crisis and act together to save a life. And that's the type of world I want to live in.